Hello and welcome back to the MGS COVIDCast. We're your hosts, Evan.
And Freddie, and today we have our wonderful, amazing Sudos with us. Unfortunately, we haven't had too many actions at the MGS events this year because of a certain pandemic that's happening. But it's lovely to have them on. We have Harry, Watto, and Nug. How are you guys going today?
Yeah, pretty good. Fred,
Really
yourself?
well. Thanks for having us,
Yeah,
boys.
not too bad.
Thanks,
Thanks for coming on.
I guess we'll start with what we start with everyone that comes on the podcast, which is your lockdown morning routine. So basically, what do you do, before you jump on WebEx for the day? What do you like to do to sort of set up, get yourself psyched up,
We've got a lot of variations of this, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys have.
You go first,
Well,
or George.
Doug, do you want to take it away?
Me? Okay. I'm a big morning man, so I wake up at 4:30, go for a 5-kilometer run.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it takes about 15 minutes, somewhere around that. So it's a nice little breeze. Come back, have a chomp, and then hit the showers, get up.
A chomp is in
occasionally
the
miss house
chocolate
period.
bar?
It's
Or
a
food? A chomp is in the chocolate bar or food?
It's just, you know what I mean, Copes. And then, occasionally I might miss house period because I'm doing my 100 push-ups. But
yeah.
besides that,
Yeah, absolutely. Of
that's my
course.
morning routine.
Yeah. What about you?
We've had someone that's topped Flintoft.
Watto, mate, you go.
Oh, well, I'm not quite as extreme as Nug. I just get up. Me and Mum take the dogs for a nice walk around the park, shut down the coffee shop, get a nice latte, then straight back, house period. So nothing at Nuggets level, but
No 4:30
not-
wake up for a 5k run and 100 push-ups.
no.
Watto.
Damn.
I'm
a
probably
shame.
more. All my productivity stems in the afternoon. My end. I like a slow start. I certainly like to ease into the day. So I normally hit the ground running at about 11. So hang on. I'm logged into my house period and my first couple of classes in the morning. I'm normally pretty doughy. That's either just on the bed, a couch, or by the desk. And then sort of around 10ish or 11ish, I'll get really hungry. So I like to cook up a storm. I'm a big eggs man, but as of late, my sweet tooth's been kicking
Very
in.
nice.
So it's been a lot of waffles. It's been a lot of pancakes.
Oh, that's so good.
And a lot of maple to complement it. But
I've
then
made heaps of pancakes as well this lockdown.
yeah, no, they're good to us. And then I rinse off, brush the teeth, get clean, and then I'll really attack the day with heat from then on. But yeah, pretty slow mornings my end.
Yeah, very nice.
Sounds
well,
like
that
we got some
whiteboard
good
you've got up
variation.
there. That whiteboard you've got up there.
The whiteboard's a new addition. That's a nice old addition. Keeps me organised.
Yeah. Is that homework or is that footy predictions?
Combination of both. Or not really
Yeah.
things, but just everything that's going on just keeps me organised.
That's
That's
good.
nice to
I
know.
used to have one of those whiteboards and it got so messy I stopped. I don't think I've erased anything off it from like year 7. So yeah.
I guess we'll just jump into some questions to you guys. So, first and foremost, your main role as Sudos, what sort of goes into planning, trying to get the biggest MGS presence that you can at events? I know we haven't had the most, but with the few that we have, what sort of goes into that process, into figuring out when to have a quad rally and so on?
I'm happy to start, and then you boys sort of elaborate. I think just with our boys, I think it's all about unity and all about presence. We certainly want to really establish and just continue the legacy of just being, I don't know, I guess sort of a dominant school, just in terms of sport, but also just our presence. Just make sure that we're really legitimate and successful amongst the APS. We're there to represent, we're there to compete, but the specific strategy is just about rallying all the boys and getting as loud as possible to try and hype and motivate our athletes or our competitors as best we can. Chants and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, us three, from a communication point of view, we're pretty switched on from the get-go. Adrenaline's high the morning of, and there's a bit of communication, bit of texting around what chants we do, quad rallies and all that sort of stuff. But you boys cover on it a bit more.
Yeah, I think the communication is just really the main part. There's a lot that goes into it. Planning all the quad rallies, planning, what's going to happen on the day. But then it's also a lot of improvisation, I think. It's where Nug really strives, I'm pretty sure. So during the quad rallies, during the events, there's a lot of, changes that we've got to be made. Say, cricket, you don't know what's going to happen. Don't know if there's going to be a wicket or something. So you've got to be prepared for that. And when it happens, you got to, switch on and be ready for it.
Yeah, following the same route as Coops, I think it's just bringing all the lads together. Obviously, with the other two being absolute superstar football players in the ones, I've had to come by myself, and I think like what's really helped me with the rest of the lads trying to get into it from the 9s, 10s, and 11s. We're all rallying together in one unity to help to support our competitors, which is the main thing, which shows the culture, the deep and grounded culture we have at Melbourne Grammar. So, no, it's fantastic we can be immersed in such a phenomenal school. So yeah, and I'm proud and sure what
Yeah.
other Coops are to also be part of it.
Oh, absolutely!
awesome.
It's a privilege to wear the white coat. We're very lucky, I suppose. It's a big responsibility, but unfortunately, I mean, well, this year we haven't had a whole heap of opportunity. But I think, given the circumstances, George and Nug have been fantastic. So yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds lovely. I guess with the few events that we have had so far, what have been your guys' favorite one to sort of lead as the head of the Grammar Army?
Well, we've only really had the cricket at this point, a cricket game against, who was it?
Brighton.
Brighton, that's the one.
We had-
And then that's the one that's the only one where we've had all three of us there together, I think. So that was
Wasn't there
great.
there was another quad rally though, wasn't there? There was
Yeah, there was one for the Xavier game.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
There was one for a Xavier game. Obviously, like myself, especially I thought the Brighton game was a big statement. They obviously had like a much larger army than us, but I think we all still like collided really well. And obviously, like Waddle and Coates put in a show and got us over the line, which is an even better result. So no, it's been good.
Yeah, because I was there for that Brighton one, and Nog, you had to lead that one all on your own. What was that one like without having Coops
No,
and
it's good fun.
Watto?
I knew a couple of the Brighton lads, so it was good to get stuck into them. Obviously, it was a big game as well. Obviously, that Pride game, and coming off like a great win as well. They were hungry. Obviously, BGS came off a great win as well, so we knew it was going to be a great contest. And
It helps when Watto's kicking snags too. Gets the boys up and down. Couple of cheeky goals there.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. And I guess Watto, you mentioned something about Nog's improvisation. So Coops and Watto, what do you reckon is the best thing Nog has done in the moment? Surely there's been a highlight.
Yes. A lot of choices.
I've got mine. I was actually playing, and this was we were both playing. This was the Xavier game, and Nug rallied a pretty big posse of some of the younger boys, and he was really good. It was at their deck, and I think it got pretty tight. I mean, whilst they broke away in the fourth, maybe I don't know. This was sort of in the tighter stages of the game. I think they scored a point, or there was a bit of play that was pretty close, pretty red hot, and Nugsy got all the boys to do the dog bark for one of the kickouts, which was pretty funny playing. Like, it just certainly made the Zabs a bit nervous. So that was really good. He got about 80 odd to just bark intensely at this bloke. And I think he ended up buggering the kick. So it worked out, but that's definitely amongst the highlights for me.
that was Spiros' idea, and I just went with it. So big thanks to Spiros.
Yeah. No, it's good. What do you have on, Matt?
I'm just trying to think. I don't really have any specifics, It's just always there for Nug, I think. It's just one of his many gifts he's able to display. Along with his, academics and his sport, he's also, very quick-minded. He thinks quick on his feet. I just commend him for that.
Nog, what about some of the things that Harry and Watto have done in the moment? Do you have any highlights from them?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think obviously we didn't get that pseudo assembly that we also used to, which was a bit shattering, but nevertheless, that first quad rally before that Brighton game, I think, was a real example and set the tone for like the rest of the year. Unfortunately, we haven't had that many, but it really set the tone. Obviously, that first wicket as well, getting absolutely hyped for that. So I know Coops is always quick. He's always fast. Watto's always loud. he's a bit of a big body as well. He's in the gym, so it's always good to be standing next to two units. Being the smallest myself, it's good to have them by my side.
Small
But
and spicy though, Nug. Good things come in small packages, mate.
I mean, I guess coming off that, why do you guys think it's like important for a school, specifically important for Melbourne Grammar, to have sudos?
Personally, I think it's really important because it brings like a collective unity. I think I've said that before. I think it just immerses us in all the culture, and there's obviously a big focus on school, especially those in year 12 and 11, like with VCE. But I think the sporting aspect, especially one's footy, one's cricket, one's rowing, etc., all like those big events. It's great to have a whole collective to emerge as a school because we're always split up into houses, but this one time we all come together and represent the school as one. So I think that's why it's really important, especially for the Sudos to lead that, so it's not unorganized. So yeah, that's why I think it's a great thing, especially in like the USA. They've got like cheer or whatever that is, but it's good to
Yeah, no, definitely. I think not necessarily just the specific label of the pseudo, but like an army within your school, just really unifying and rallying. It's just great from years 9 to 12 because it's a lot of excitement, it's a lot of fun. It sort of feels like it's like celebrating this cult. Like you go to this school, be proud of it, represent it, cheer for it, compete for it. And it's just like, I mean, from a peer point of view, like from a student point of view, I mean, it's not really the staff. I mean, they educate and we're provided with so many great things in the broader education. But like from a specific student point of view, it's ran and led by us, and we can have a lot of fun and in doing that. It's just really important, I think. Everyone sort of comes together, and it's really exciting for the younger lads. So that's good.
Yeah, I think it's really important. I think a school's army really says a lot about the school and the boys in it. A school with a strong army obviously has a real strong culture. They're all great mates, and I think that says a lot. So when you're out there with all the other schools, their army you can really tell a lot about a school and how close they are as mates by their army. So I think that's why it's so important, just building that culture within the schools.
Yeah, and I guess oh sorry, Evan, did you have?
Well, I was just going to say, just on the topic of culture, I know this year's, a little bit different this year and last year. So what do you guys think is sort of the key to trying to keep that, school culture as alive as you can during, things like COVID and all the lockdowns happening around us?
I think it's just trying to stay connected as a collective. For example, this podcast is a great way to keep the culture going. Keeps the boys together, keeps them all connected, because that's what school's all about. It's about being with your mates, and so I think ways just it's going for a run with a mate, going for a kicks, things like that. I think that's the most important thing about keeping that. It's just staying connected with everyone.
Yeah, 100%. Just the communication element. I mean, if we can't be present, it's just reaching out to your mates. It's the group chats. It's the sneaky memes that what I love sending around. It's all that sort of stuff that just raises the boys' spirits. And yeah, sort of get through everything together.
What's the best meme Watto has sent around?
It's probably not PG for this podcast.
Oh yeah.
But I'm willing.
Oh no.
I'm willing to disclose after the recording is done.
Okay. Absolutely. And look, I guess I know we haven't really gotten a whole lot of events this year, and hopefully we do get one more after this lockdown, because you guys have done a really fantastic job, and it sucks it's kind of been robbed from you a little bit this year. But surely you have some new MGS chants to share with us. Hopefully, if you got anything planned, anything new to throw into the events for the Grammar Army.
Any ideas?
I think it's a bit too early to disclose that kind of information.
Very smart. Very smart.
Surprise. Obviously, with the rescheduled date of the Cordner, and then hopefully, if all goes well, God forbid, we have the athletics too. That would be an amazing send out for all of us. So
the answer is we got something brewing, but we're not ready to disclose.
You can't give us anything, not even like a little nibble of information.
I mean, Nugsy, really, the ball's in your court. But yeah.
Surely you've got something for us, Nug. Just one little thing.
It really just depends. It depends on what happens with the corner and that.
It'll be specific to people, won't
Yeah,
it?
it'll
And how
be
the day
specific. It'll be
runs,
specific to some
and
specific
how event
events,
runs.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess on the corner, who do you reckon are the players to watch coming into that? I know that Harry and Watto are sort of in it, but Nug, what do you reckon?
Obviously there's the prod, Josh Ward. He's obviously a standout. He apparently absolutely gave Dacos a bath, so I don't know how true that is, but no, obviously him. There's a couple sneakies in there, likes of Will Harper. He's looking fat over the summer, but he's been shredding apparently. But obviously, like there's some standouts, Long, etc. But in terms of one to watch, I'd say someone like a Jake Temby, a big body, a year 11 coming up, especially for the ones in the year below, watching him come up. So yeah, I think he's probably one to watch.
What about Watto, Coops? In the team, which teammates do you think we should watch out for? Other than yourselves, of course.
Definitely, big bad Ned Long. He's our man mountain. Big presence out on the field. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 chase down, holding the ball tackles in the last quarter of the Brighton game. So Neddy can really turn games, the big dog, and he's great for a marker on the ground. But also probably goes without saying the Richards. He's an outside player, very silky, very classy with ball in hand, and runs all day. Also, don't make the mistake of chirping him because he's probably the quickest witted out there, and he will make it personal. But in terms of course, it'd be great to see big Campbell Chesser come back. He's been injured.
First, bit of a surprise.
Yeah, he's been injured with a knee, the poor fella. So it'd be great to see him up and about. Full footy and Watto's kicking snags, 1 a game roughly at the moment. So keep your eyes peeled for all them.
I'm hearing talks that Christian Osborne might be making a debut. Can we?
I think that's just talk, mate. I think that's just talk. I can't confirm.
For shame.
I have to agree with Harry on that one. Will Richards. He's been waiting for this day. He's been waiting for corner his whole life. He knows the scouts are out, so he's ready to turn it on. He's ready to show everyone what he's made of. So I think if you keep an eye on him, he'll give you a good show.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on Richard.
Yeah. Well, I guess on the topic of the corner, we do usually have a lot of events that run around MGS. So we thought, being the Sudos, surely you guys would be around all of them, right? No. So in that case, surely you'd be able to tell us which MGS events we've got here are real and which of them are fake, if you guys are down for that.
Okay.
We've chosen, a couple of the more obscure ones. Of course, we're not going to, feed you footy and cricket or something like that. So I guess Freddie kick us off with the first one.
No. All right. The first one, I guess, it's a sport that I guess has gained a bit of dominance in recent years, but has MGS given a chess tournament a go around the school?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I can't
absolutely.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Wait, at the school, they've hosted one at the school, or
at the school, have we had a chess tournament for the boys?
I don't know if they've hosted one at the school. They've been to other schools, but I don't know if they've ever hosted one.
No, I think Melbourne Grammar has, and I think there's a repeated winner. I think Ben Theodore's probably got 3 under his belt.
As of late. Well, Nug, you're quite a good chess player, aren't you?
Me, yeah. Back in the day, I could still probably flick a couple pawns around, but no, they would probably have my number.
Yeah. So, what do we reckon if the boys had the chance to go into a chess tournament?
It's not my cup of tea. I respect the game. I don't know it too well, but yeah, probably not for me.
But is it real or not?
I think it
is.
I'll go with Coops. I reckon it's real.
Watto?
I agree. I think I was there actually. So.
Oh, okay. Well, it is real. So you guys all have one on the board. We are keeping score, by the way, so we'll see who the most around it pseudo is. But Evan, do you want to hit us on with the second one?
Oh, this next one's just a classic. I'm sure everyone loves this sport. Just a good old bit of golf. Have we had some school golf as an event?
Have we or do we?
Have we?
We have.
There are golf.
I saw Jimmy Collins was hitting them seen bombs in year 8, so I do recall that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there was.
Well, once again, as expected of the Sudos, you've all got that completely right. Yes, we have had MGS Golf before. Freddie, kick us off with the next one.
Jeez, you guys are doing pretty well. But also, I guess those are both like somewhat physical competitions. Even chess, you got to move the pieces around; they're quite heavy. But a game of memory, perhaps, has the school had a go at house movie trivia?
House movie trivia was that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going no. I don't think that.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm saying no.
I'm gonna go yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Ooh, Harry has a chance to come out in front of the other two, but unfortunately is not doing that because we have not had house movie trivia, at least not yet. So maybe something for you guys to push for. But Evan, to push on to the next one.
This one, obviously we don't have it anymore. It's one for the history books, but a little bit of school.
But was it in the history books?
Actually, that's a bad way to put it. Sport shooting. Have we done sport shooting?
I would have liked to thought we've done it back in the day, like 19.
Seeing as it is school, I'm gonna say no.
No, I'm gonna say yes.
You corrected yourself though about the history books, which makes me think maybe once upon a time.
Yeah, I reckon. I reckon they have. I'll go. Yeah.
But Nugsy, we can't let George overtake.
Yeah, but if you think,
Nah, I go with your gut. I reckon I'm gonna say
no. Yes.
I'm going no.
I'm going no.
Okay, so Nug, have you got yes and the other two have no?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, Nug takes the lead here because we did, in fact, many years ago, have a house shooting competition, and I believe if you go to Q002, 002, whatever it is, the old Ross House room used to have a scorecard up from it.
Okay.
There you go, lads.
Interesting.
So is that the Ross House room?
Sorry?
Is that in the Ross House room?
I believe
one,
it is,
yeah.
or it used to be. At least it used to be in the old one, definitely.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
I know I haven't seen it in the new one. So
Okay, it must have been in the old one then. But
Yeah.
I guess shooting you're a bit stationary. You don't really want to move because otherwise you'll miss the target. But have we got the boys on the move in an MGS 10-kilometer run before?
This is slowly getting hard. This trivia.
Well, Nug, I think you'd be around this one considering you do the 5K run every morning at 4:30.
Yeah. 10 kilometer. That's a good one. I want to go no, but at the same time I want to go yes. There's too many yeses so far, so I'll go no.
I'm gonna go no as well.
Harry?
Oh, stab in the dark. I'll just go yes.
Okay.
We stabbed wrong.
Yeah.
No!
Harry, you've been falling behind a little bit, but Nug and Watto claim a point. Evan, for the last one. Unfortunately, Harry, you can't catch up to the others. But,
No bonus marks?
There might be a bonus mark in this one. I guess it's sort of a two-part answer. Here's this one. A sport, that's real good for our age demographic. Lawn bowls. Has MGS done lawn bowls as an event?
Love a good throw of lawn bowls.
Lawn bowls. Well, I know it's being introduced next year as a sport. Is this inter-school or, like...
Mainly
Inter-school.
within the school. Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
inter-school lawn bowls.
It's done in the APS, but I don't know if Grammar do it.
I think Grammar did bocce.
Did
I'm
we?
not 100% about lawn bowls. So I might go no.
I think I'm going to go no as well.
That's 3 no's, boys.
Well, the fact is, at the moment, no, MGS does not do lawn bowls, but it is upcoming this summer season, which Watto did mention. So I reckon, Freddie, what do you think? Watto gets an extra point
I reckon we give Watto
for the
an extra
observation
point for that one, which brings him on par, I believe, with Nug. Yeah, so Nug and Watto, tie with 5 points. Harry, unfortunately, you're down on 2. But
Real good
that's
effort,
all right.
mate.
That's all right. It was a good effort. But hopefully we'll be able to kick off some of these actually real events when the school goes back. But boys, is there anything you want to say before we head off on the podcast? Anything you want to send out to the boys before we head off today?
Yeah, hopefully if all goes well, we can get back to record now. Hopefully restrictions will ease dramatically, and then get all lads down. So yeah, lads, get hype. I think Coops, can you remind me of the date? It's last day of term, is it not?
Yeah, we're hoping for, yeah.
I think
Around
that's
there.
the 17th of September, right? Same
7th
day as
of
football,
September,
I believe.
so,
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
And
We're
diary,
very
free up the
much
schedule, no doctors or dentist appointments then, and get cake for that.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, thanks for having us on, boys. It was a bit of fun. But for those listening, just hang in there, stay strong. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and we'll come out of it and sink our teeth in for the remaining weeks on canvas. So, yeah, take care.
All right, lovely. Well, anything you want to add, Bodo?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, just keep talking to your mates. Keep talking to everyone, make sure everyone's doing all right. And we're nearly there, so we'll see everyone soon, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, thanks for coming on, boys, once again, and everyone, thank you for listening who tuned in, and we will see you in the next
On
episode.
Monday for
Thank
another
you.
one.